Everyone a moment to get back to their seats before we return to the agenda. So anyone in the back can make it to council chambers.
Okay, previously item 12 on the consent agenda had not been received, and it had been requested by the legal department that it be considered prior to the matters held. It is an ordinance.
At this point, I want to recognize Attorney Feldman to detail the situation with this item.
I'm so glad I came to public session today. In any event, you recall we had a discussion about this last week, ladies and gentlemen, that in lieu of terminating the TV Max franchise at this time, the legal department endeavored to enter into an agreement with TV Max where we could reduce our collection litigation that we have pending against them to an agreed judgment in the amount of $700,000, so they would no longer contest the amount that is past due for prior franchise fees. And that in addition, they would begin paying their current franchise fees as well as reducing prior indebtedness. Because of the limited funds that the company apparently has available, the best we were able to do in terms of initial payment was $60,000, which represents $30,000 for their October franchise fees and $30,000 towards the reduction of the $700,000 indebtedness. I insisted that we would not present this to council unless I had a cashier's check for the $60,000 in hand, and I have the cashier's check right here, and along with the settlement agreement that you have, which provides that TV Max shall continue to pay their franchise fees on a monthly basis, not a quarterly basis anymore, but a monthly basis, along with $30,000 each month to reduce the prior indebtedness, and that upon their failure to pay either the monthly franchise fee or the $30,000, then their franchise would be automatically terminated pursuant to the terms of the agreement, so it would not have to come back to council again. So I would ask that the council consider this item favorably.
Moving to discussion, Councilmember Brown.
And to whom are these funds being deposited up, to the city or to the court?
No, this is a check made payable to the city of Houston.
Thank you.
Councilmember Burks.
Thank you. Attorney Feldman, how much, the last time was a monthly payment, no, this time it's a monthly payment, it was a quarterly payment the last time. How much is that quarterly payment?
The average quarterly payment, in other words, the quarterly franchise fees due with approximately $90,000 or $30,000 a month. They were simply doing it on a quarterly basis over a period of years. That's the way we deal with the cable franchise fees generally, but I thought it best in this instance to make it monthly so we could be assured that we kept their feet to the fire.
Okay, well, this last question here. What assures you that we will be paid all our money? Because they did keep their agreement the last time.
Nothing assures me that we can be paid all our money, but at this point in time, a bird in the hand, council member, I think it's worth two in the bush.
Thank you.
Councilmember Wong.
Thank you, Mayor Proclaimian. I have to commend you, Mr. Feldman, for a good job, because obviously the company doesn't have the cash to pay for the debt, for the back payments. If we negotiate, you can see that we can almost like exhaust their means in the possible way, realistically. And second is that if they do not pay in the near future, just one payment, if they don't pay automatically this franchise is going to be stopped. So I support the ordinance. Thank you.
Thank you.
Vice Mayor Pro Tem Bradford.
Disregard, thank you.
Councilmember Sullivan.
Mr. Feldman, just as a follow-up to Councilmember Burke's comment or question about, whether or not they'll pay and what can happen. If they default, there's always additional remedies that you can pursue.
Yes, sir, we could execute on the judgment to the extent that they have property in Harris County that would be subject to execution. What we would do, in addition to obviously terminating the franchise automatically, is we would get a writ of execution, get it to a constable or a sheriff's deputy and see whether there's property that can be found.
Thank you, and congratulations on reaching the settlement.
Councilmember Noriega.
I just want to point out that some of us had concerns earlier and really wanted to make it very clear that the city is reasonable, predictable, and we'll sit down and work things out when it's appropriate. When it's not appropriate, we are going to pursue all avenues to take care of the finances of the people of Houston. I really appreciate us getting this done, and I appreciate my colleagues and everyone that was a part of that, and that's all I wanted to say.
Appreciate your work, Attorney Feldman. Any further discussion on item 12? If not, move to a vote. Favoring? Opposed? No. Item carries. Councilmember Brown voting no.
Okay, that's, the next item then is the matter of